Sicala ngani mfana?
Sicala ngisho wasivule lento mfana.
Vula ke.
Yeah. Dumelang sanibonani absheni igama lami Muslim. This is Harambe. Welcome back. Sibuyile namhlanje ngihamba nama ladies.
Hello.
Ama ladies wama u3. Namhlanje ngifila ngathi ngiyintandokazi ezalwa indlovukazi phakathi kwamadodakazi. Yimi ngiyiwani indoda la. Sanibona bafethu ninjani kukulethu grand?
Hi, ngi-grand Mseleku. Ngi-grand. I'm sure I feel like Mseleku today, right? Mseleku today. I mean, look at this. Yeah? Born. We are surrounded by...
Like a guy.
Yazin. When I wait on a Saturday like this. Come on now. Hi, Harapings. How you guys doing? This is the Masai Princess. How y'all doing? How's things going, Mfana?
I'm fine.
What?
Super. Cannot complain.
Yeah? How was your week?
My week was beautiful. Stressing. Yonke le nyaga lena, but yeah, anyway, I'm surviving. Yeah. And you?
Okay. No. My week was hectic. Hectic. But I made it. It's the weekend. We are here. We are harambering. So yeah, all good. This is my happy place. This is my happy space. I'm good. Harapings, thank you so much for tuning in and watching the last episode. And thank you for the feedback. Thank you for the support. Final people liked it. So let's carry on. Let's not stop. Yes, you know this. So we are live on Facebook as well, guys. So hi to everybody on Facebook. If you have something to say, any comments, please read it out to the Harapings and hear what's on your mind, right?
Yes, ma'am. So namhlanje we have a twist. Angiyazi lento le iqalwe kuwe.
Yeah, so iqalwe yimi with the guys. So there was an episode, I think it's episode 8, I did with the guys, and we were talking about a whole lot of stuff, you know. And I got the guys' side of the story. So now we're thinking, how about we get the ladies' side of the coin and see what they're thinking, what are their thoughts on a certain things. But this is an onion, right? It's not going to stop here. After this, we're going to get now couples to hear what is their take on all those things. So, sisazoyiphila this onion, right?
Okay, so Vandag asithole our guest namhlanje. Siphetubani ngicela introduce. I mean, I can't tell people ukuthi who you from my left
to
my right.
Okay.
Yes.
Hello. Unozilona. Friend of Harambe. Happy to be here and share some thoughts.
So this is the Nosy that always comments on Facebook, and I read out her comments and I say, well,
Number
thank you,
one
Nosy.
fan.
So she's been with the Harambe since day one. She's been Harambering with us, right? Thank you so much.
The biggest fan, Harambe.
Thank you, buddy.
Always representing.
Always. And on my right...
Hi, Harambes. This is Fifilicious. I'm the friend. And then I'm here
in the mix.
Unpack.
Yes. She's also a friend of Harambe. She's also been our support structure, basically, from day one, too. You know, so these are very close friends of Harambe. So, Mvana.
Happy to be here.
Welcome, ladies. Welcome.
Very happy.
And please, don't be shy. Don't hold back. This is a safe space. You know.
Yeah.
So you're good.
Whatever you say here is not going to be published. It's a secret.
No, it stays with Harambe and the Harapings. That's it.
So, Kesibone.
Yes, it's very comforting.
That's it.
So, Bafet, we know Guti, we have, since COVID, we have another pandemic. And which I see, some people, they say this is a good thing. But I mean, I see it as a pandemic. Umshado ne relationship, marriage and relationship.
Nomjolo, I will share out now because it's also a pandemic.
Very big one.
No, but here I'm dealing with abantu commit.
Yeah, but our Harapings, there's some Harapings out there who are not married, who are not.
We'll get them Jolo ones.
You know,
Manja skulume.
Oh, okay. So we leave them out. I mean, I'm killing them.
Okay.
I'm killing them. We are not leaving anyone behind. We are not.
So ibambe
So
mfana.
Bang. Uthini
Ibambe.
umjolo in marriage and so if you go back to the previous episode I did with the guys, episode 8, we spoke about one of the things we spoke about was iphone emjolweni in a marriage. What are the challenges that people face? You know, I asked the guys, is a phone out of bounds in your relationship? Is a phone one of the things that causes friction? And some of the guys were like, no, Mina, a phone in my relationship is out of bounds because I've got people's secrets over there. I know Nkonzo was very, very strict on that. It's like, no, people tell me things and I can't be, giving you my phone and whatnot and whatnot. So I wanted to get the ladies' point of view. What do you ladies think? Do you think...
Sorry, Kubeka mfana, I apologize.
Okay, do you think a phone causes friction in a relationship? Yes, no? Why should it? Is it supposed to? I mean, it's just a phone at the end of the day. It shouldn't. I mean, look at this thing. It's this thing that people are live on Facebook on. Hi, everybody on Facebook. This thing is causing a problem in marriage, in Jolene Wabantu, in.
But to tell you the honest truth from the guy's perspective, the thing of secret, someone told me a secret that I've got AIDS and whatever.
HIV, yeah,
I think
that was Nkozo's.
That's weak, eh?
Very.
Yeah,
So
that's
should Vegas.
That's
from a guy's perspective. No.
Yeah.
That's for me.
Definitely low blow.
Yeah,
Totally
for me.
agree.
But then
okay.
anyway, ningazipendulela ladies. Mina angisekho lapho ningazipendulela.
What do you ladies think? I'll start with you, Fiflas.
I don't know. I think for me personally, it depends on the stage of the relationship, right? I get rest at ko komjolong pil.
Anyway.
Levels,
Yeah,
right?
it's fine. You can do that too.
Okay, well, maybe Nike can call along because we call along, so
Different story.
All right.
It's
Go
a
for
different
it.
story.
Go for
yeah,
it.
but I'm just thinking it shouldn't be number one. It shouldn't be a problem, but it is a problem. You know, one phone keep personal space
Yeah.
it should be respected.
Yeah.
But then now, when you're married, the two shall become one.
Yes.
So
That's
we
what
are
the Bible
one.
says.
Yes.
The two becomes one.
Yeah, other than that, we are one. We are sharing like a whole lot of things. We're sharing ourselves together. We're sharing time. We're sharing money. Why not the cell phone?
Yeah.
You know?
What's a cell phone?
Exactly.
In there, all of batho ba ba nyetseng.
Yeah.
Mara manyalo a rona matsatsi a, there's so much that we don't talk about. It's a long like re di fitlhile.
Yeah.
Whatever works for you works for you.
Yeah.
Not in my marriage personally, it's a no-go area.
Phone is out of bounds.
Honestly, it's my sister has this beautiful relationship with Longkore. O khono fa brosto phone a tsamaya ka yona.
Yeah.
Ya gagwe.
Yeah.
Literally the whole
And then
day.
hiring I arabe
Akona the issue.
Yeah.
But not in my marriage. I've never had that privilege. Ya gore like umfa phone or ke mo fa phone or whatever. So it's always been that thing. And I've kind of respected that because it works for us. You know, so I can't compare my relationship and my sister's one because I don't know how they got there.
Yeah.
You know, and
Yeah.
it works for them.
Mara wa batla for your prosto.
Okay, but
Do you want to go through
no.
the phone?
For my, I've went through it one time,
And you found
that
what
was
you were looking
it.
for.
And it was like no more.
I'm gonna
Did
recover.
you
You don't
find
recover
what
from
you were looking for?
My personal limits. You don't recover from that.
There's no coming back.
No, you don't recover.
You don't come back the same.
And then the sad part, once you don't look the person the same.
Yeah.
It changes a whole lot of things. So
Yeah.
when you go through the phone, you need to ask yourself what am I looking for?
Yeah. When I find what I'm looking for,
Is it worth it going
Yeah.
through my because honestly, go na le batho ba nang le di-secrets tsa bona ko relationshiping, mara ha di change anything ko manyalong a bona. There's still respect, there's still this, there's still that.
Yeah.
Problem, I think, is that now, ha motho sentse a thoma go na le something e tlo disturbang ka mo ntlong yaka. That's why
Yeah.
now I have a problem. Mara if I ain't sokodisi, keep your phone, I'll keep my own. We move on.
Nos.
I think now I've got a different opinion, or
Okay.
it's a personal one. So me and hubby, it's open like that. I think
Yeah.
there's a level of trust, like Fifi
Yeah.
you get to a certain point in your relationships. And for us, it's been different because even now umjolo, I mean,
Yeah.
umjolo, it is from like way back. It's not the same as umjolo
In school,
amanje,
yeah.
you know, like
Yeah.
old school,
Yeah.
known him from school, high
Yeah.
school.
Yeah.
So it's open. Like ngiyayazi password yakhe, I can access the phone anytime I want to access it. And it's not about me accessing it. It's me looking for something.
Yeah.
For example, I'll be like, okay, I need to go into the bank app
Yeah.
because we share everything. Everything is open. So ngiyayazi password. I don't go out there looking for things because I know that I know things that I'm supposed to find. Understand?
Yeah.
So if I know I'm not going to find anything, there's no need for me to go and look for things. So that's basically it. There's that level of trust.
Yeah.
It's openness. I'm a
Yeah.
secret one, I'm a secret one. Okay. I mean, we do pillow talk. I mean, he's my best friend. I talk to him about everything and anything.
Yeah.
So
I guess this is what Mother Buddha was talking about when she mentioned an adult relationship. So that's how adult relationships are supposed to be, you know, where there shouldn't be trust issues. I mean, we're dealing with a lot already.
Exactly.
So, Mvana, is the phone out of bounds for you in a relationship? Yes, no, maybe, sometimes.
If this was the guys' episode, I think I was gonna have something to say, but
Forget the guys. You're with the roses.
Yeah,
now.
I mean,
You're
your
with the
opinion
roses
as a
now. So
guy.
we want to
Since-
hear your opinion as a guy.
since now it's the ladies. So I'm just
Don't
gonna
change
say
your answer because it's the ladies. Just be free.
I be honest.
Say it
Yes,
how you
like-
were going to say it if the guys were here.
you go where the wind blows.
Say or ufuna ukudlisa iteam or ufuna ukudlisa iteam or kwenzeka ubona ngathi uzoyidlisa.
Ubona ungathi uzoyidlisa.
Ubona ngathi uyayidlisa.
ngibona ngathi kathi hayi bazongidisowner.
No, it's fine. If the udlisa team, they'll tell you. The Hara beings will tell you. They'll send us comments and tell us that hey, Spoo, Wheezy.
But honestly, Mina, I don't think it's a problem. If you want to access my phone, access it. If you want me to access yours, I'll access it. Umuntu ongafuna ukuyazi i-password yami kusho ukuthi usungafuna ukuyazi. But if you ask me and say ngicela ungiboleke ifone yakho, I want to make a phone call, my password, I'll give it to you. And it's something that you never forget. And uzoba ne problem because uzothola ukuthi i-password igama lakho. Or it
Wow.
yeah, or it
Para password ke lebitso la gago.
Wow.
But also for me, I think the level of maturity in a relationship, ne, or in
Yeah.
marriage, I think problem er nang le yona ka manyalo a rona now. It's when somebody is stepping into marriage. I don't think ba understand that
Yes, thank
why first. Ne?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think and another thing er sa etseng e be clear. I think we should express the interest in go be le clear communication ya gore what are my expectations.
Yes.
Because re kana kwa manyalong fela ke re
Yes.
no ke na le monna tsantsa tshele petrol tsantsa re ke dijo tsantsa patele
Yeah.
school fees and
Yeah.
le ena ha kena into the marriage already go na le di baggages tsa tilang le tsona. Hence for me taba e ya gore go a buisana go etswang go start go na le secret ko masaiteng and stuff. The communication when this whole marriage thing is similar, it's broken. Motho o tla ka di expectations tsa gagwe gore oh no, you know, ke Mrs. It
Yeah.
sounds nice go nna Mrs. honestly.
Yeah,
And put a big
yeah.
ring on your finger. But we are forgetting gore go na le dintho tse ileng gore when this whole thing from komjolong to a serious relationship to lobola to go and sign and be somebody else's wife, it's there's so much that is happening behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Tse ileng gore batho ha ba di aine out. And then hence o bona re na le di problems tsa na le tsona tsa gore password ya ka ke sefatlhego ga kwetse matlho a ibulege.
Yeah, but, yeah,
Well, understand. It's
yeah, I
because,
understand.
yeah.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what they're doing, manje abanye ke when they
Yeah.
want to access the phone. I saw this recently. Umuntu mnikeza ifone uthi ngicela ungithathe isithombe. Brosco, you know, the guy I am mole. Appose wena uthe kanti you are busy accessing yonke into.
Yonke
That's
into,
your
you're checking, you're
opportunity.
going through the
Yeah,
phone.
we're going to no poser, turn around, do this, do that.
Much effort.
But you are busy.
So
you
much
know?
effort on finding
I
things
know,
out.
it's like
Yeah.
so much
But when-
effort,
after you
it's
find-
unnecessary.
After you find them out, then what?
And then what? It's unnecessary. That's why Kechokere, if you access the phone trying to look for something, then it means that there's
Yes.
a gap somewhere in
Yes.
the relationship.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So
yeah, that's what
that's
I
where the
said.
problem is.
That's exactly what I said when I was with the guys, that the ladies don't just go looking for your phone
No.
to look for something incriminating
No,
just
no,
for
no.
just. No. There's something that has triggered her to do that.
do that,
There's
exactly.
something that has put her in that mindset to
Yes,
say, you know
to
what,
say that,
Definitely.
let me check this. Something is
Yeah.
off. My gut is telling me this, and exactly as she feels, it's always like that, 100% all the
And that
time.
gut
It's
is
always
never
like
And
that.
wrong.
also, I feel like the refusal of you not, putting
Yes.
that person at ease
that is
by
an
giving them
admission
the
also.
phone,
Yeah.
babege, whatever,
Yeah.
then you're admitting basically that there's something that you're hiding.
Yes, you're
you know?
admitting, and also you're not freeing the person, because she would always have that thing here all
Yeah.
the time. That magakboy, whenever she looks at you, she sees like there's something,
Yeah.
there's something.
And that gut is never wrong.
Yeah, you
it's
just need to
never
put a
wrong.
person at ease, and I think that's important.
90% or 99.9% of the time, when you have that gut feeling,
It's never
Something
wrong.
is there. Something is
Khona
definitely
kungahambi
there.
never wrong.
Yeah, always.
It's never wrong, man.
Yeah, always,
Whether
no
the
truth.
person is Kamalami or not, but the minute something is off, it
it's
is off.
off. Literally, it's off.
Yeah, I understand you and I get you. You made your point.
But-
Nginizwa kahle. But then now I want to know, as you guys are in nisemshadweni, ne? One thing I want to know is that since love is a doing word, but is a verb when they explain it, right? But what is marriage then? Izoqala ngawe, Sis Nose. What is marriage
So,
if love is a doing word?
so it's a communion. It's people coming together and baba into A1. And by being into A1, that's what we're talking about. There shouldn't be any gaps in between. Ukuthi mina into yami yami, eyakho eyakho. If we're going to share everything, it has to be everything. There shouldn't be, oh no, but iphonium or iphoniakho type of thing.
Yeah.
Ukuyabona?
Does that take? Do you wanna get that, ma?
Well, mina, I still believe for love, a marriage, ke love.
Love.
Yeah,
you
it
can't
is.
separate
Yeah.
the
Yes,
two.
Yeah.
you can't separate the two.
Yeah,
can't
it's still a
separate the two.
doing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a doing word, but within marriage
within,
too.
yeah.
You can't separate it.
Besides,
They
you
go
can't
hand in
marry
hand.
somebody that you don't love. Kanjani?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me to agree to love you, that means go na le dintho tse ke tsamaileng ke bona mo tseleng gore o itse keng, this person actually, is the kind of person that I want.
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of people miss this thing. Because there's a reason why I agreed to
be with
give
this person.
everything to be with you. Wabona?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now, when you now change along the way, well, hey,
And I'm at 2K now, they are here.
and I understand gore like dintho tse ding attractileng ko wena ha o setse o re tlogela o di etsa as my partner, as my
Yes,
husband.
yes, yes.
But now as my husband, we are in the final stage. There's no going back.
There's no, there's
So
no,
now,
there's no refund.
when you change those things that attracted me to you,
Yeah.
how are we going to move forward? And I communicate those things to you. That's why now you find bana okay, no umfazi uyarasendlini.
Yeah.
Umfazi it's not me rushing, it's me loving you and me talking to you and saying to you, this is how I want to be loved. You are not loving me the way you used to love me.
Yeah.
And into ngiqulisayo ukuthi awusazenzi lezi zinto bozenza before.
But how
Yeah.
do you make that point? You're going to, okay, you're no longer loving me the way you were loving me before. How do you cross that message to your husband or your partner? Are you crossing the message by saying, hey, wena khutla busiu, you understand? Wena hausa naga, umponi le hore ke apere byang. So
Ke ntse
there's
meriri, awang-
you understand, but how do you communicate that to your men?
I think there's a level of
Umuntu
communication
uyamazi.
emele ibe khona where you
Yes.
sort of know ukuthi
Yeah.
umuntu akuthandani. Like for example,
Yeah.
mangiceda ugeza ngimuhle,
Yes.
your partner umuntu wami expects me, I expect them to recognize
Compliment.
that
Yes.
and compliment me. You know?
Yes.
And
I
if
hear
you
you,
into
I hear
hlala
you.
yenza all the
Yes.
time, and then all the time manje sekuyachintsha. akasazenzi lezo zinto lezo, you know.
How?
It's a communication thing futhi. You start questioning, you have to ask, how bantu?
Kwenzeni? What happened?
And last week futhi, I mean,
Nothing. You
I
didn't
was
say anything.
aware or whatever. So izinto uzibona little by little, you know, but you need to start communicating those things first.
Yeah.
And say, I'm recognizing that certain things have changed. As Safana Sektalin,
Yes.
what could it be?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And
Because
women
in this
pick
case,
up
it might
these
not be
things.
anything. You know?
Women pick up these things
No, we
like
do.
instantly. They
Most
pick up on these
definitely.
things like, okay, even from the way you walk, they know, like, no, something is not on here.
Exactly.
The way you be doing your 360 spin with mirror, they
You know?
know.
Something is wrong.
Yeah. There's too much excitement.
And it's not for me. No.
You know, I'm excitement,
secret, guys. It's just that marriage needs to be unpacked in a way. We need to talk about things that are really happening in our marriages now that we've learned to accept.
Yeah.
Like we did not sign up for them, but because of
Yeah.
situation,
Yeah.
evolve. You kind of accept, okay, no, what's a mouth worker to?
Yeah.
Hey, what's a my wetang? Hey, what's a my wetang? As a woman, you get tired.
Yeah, and some of these things you see them even from the Mjolo face. We see these things, and
no.
we choose to ignore some
But
of
I
these
think
things.
that's the problem right there.
But
Yes,
no,
that's the problem. We
ignoring the red
ignore them
flags.
thinking.
exactly.
Good
That's
thing.
that,
We
that's where I
ignore
wanna
them
go.
because
That's
we
where I
think
wanna
this person
go.
is going to change with time. You know,
But then how
that's one
is
thing
he
about
going
women.
to change? Because remember, if you do something and then you find out this thing it's working for me.
Yeah.
As a slim, you
As
know,
a man.
yes,
Yeah.
it's working for me. I don't like to put this thing of men and women because now sometimes it degrades.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Okay.
don't- yeah. As a man, I'm doing this. As a
Okay.
woman, I'm doing. I think we are in a relationship.
Yeah,
we are
yeah,
equal.
Yeah,
now.
we are equal.
Yeah.
Exactly. So as
Mara
as
khona
your partner,
equality.
But there's no equality in real life.
I know we're going to unpack that
In
also.
real life.
Yeah. There's a hierarchy, but we're going to unpack that also. I
Yeah.
understand, but that's another episode.
Yeah, and I think it's also us as ladies. We are too accepting and too hopeful that this person will change. I see the red flags, but I think once as we go and start dating, moving with the times, he will change. He will be okay.
Yeah.
But they don't change. They're always the same. But with men, as soon as they don't like, men are very selfish with themselves.
Very.
Yeah.
If they see
True.
something and they're like, this is not for me, they're out.
What's a ma?
They
Yeah,
are
Rona,
out.
I
They're not
think
even
we are very
forgiving.
tolerant. Yeah,
No,
we
we
are
are,
tolerant.
but-
and also forgiving. Like,
Yes.
we will do it in a blink of an eye. You make
Yeah.
up excuses.
Yeah.
Make sense of things.
Yes.
Even though it's certain things that you know that one day uvelut. If angayenza kanje, I won't
Yes.
do it, and then it happens.
And then it happens, and you're like,
oh, okay,
But for now,
temptation.
Yeah, you make up
it's-
excuses.
You make up excuses
and-
for your person also.
you
No, I
do.
think-
So we've got that level of tolerance that we have.
No,
But
but
men don't.
I think
Men
it's
don't have
not.
that.
I don't know if it's
Men
more
don't.
of tolerance or it's more of rara rata.
Yeah, ke lerato gape more than anything,
guys.
yeah.
Wait, that's the thing about women. When
Yeah.
a woman loves,
Yeah.
we decide. Why is motho ka go drown mo swimming poolong mo? A go fa CPR.
A go
A kena
drown.
kontlong. O ka se bone gore go drownile. O ile o bona gore go file CPR.
Yes, that's what.
You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Exactly.
You see what I mean? So re na le rata as women. We're na le rata and once rata in nothing, e re fofatsa completely. We
Yeah.
lose ourselves in whatever relationship, whether ke mjolo, ke lenyalo, or we just lose ourselves. And you tlisa botlhoko gore you just give yourself, you just bear your soul, you just bear everything ko mothong e leng gore wa gona
And banna, it's
so
like
ba robala
totally the
aswe.
opposite.
And then umshebe fela uri yazibona ngakubulala kahle ubona umbheke kahle baka sekwatisela sakakhona kwentweni zakhe imagine akena fela ka muntu gogogo ene re uri umshebe mmona fela gore wa bona ngabo minya o phela into encane kanga ka usena ba liwani like imagine
You go and cook
you
and
could
do it.
have.
Exactly.
That's why batho ba bana le that thing. Wetse motho ka go change a wetse
We're
e
evil.
feel. Wetse
Yeah.
una le
We're
something
evil.
I notanyana so o bona re wena. Just
I-
because you must just thank God.
But just thank God. But just thank God.
hayi bafethu niyezwa kuyashisa eharambe namhlanje ngiyasha kuyatsha kuyaduka angazi ukuthi ngi-wrong or ngi-right ngiyahamba or ngiyabuya. Please guys, don't forget to subscribe, like and share.
Yeah, no.
This content needs to go out
No, it's
to the masses.
It's a lot.
This one, hayi kuyashisa.
It's a lot. It's a lot to take in.
And then Anbafetu, you know how you're turning this woman right now. As you're watching this episode, you can see what these people are like. I know they said abafazi bafabazi, but I think bafabazi because of what they got from Emma Totten.
Yes.
You know.
Yes.
That's why they keep those
Yes.
secrets because
We go through a lot.
Yeah.
exactly.
The men want the Ntandos, but they don't give the Ntando kind of environment.
No.
Yes.
They don't.
Ay, ba palwa
They
siya.
don't.
Ebile ba matsetse ba West ba
They
palwa siya.
don't.
Re palla ke eng?
Le
What's-
pala- What you doing? Wa bona ha o kopana le motho, "Hey, how are you? Oh, I like you. Can I get your numbers? Okay, we'll chat." A fetsa go romelle ntho ele entenang lo feta WUD.
Oh, what you doing? Oh,
Hood.
Why? At my age, how do you talk to me about WUD?
Yeah, no,
how
I
am I
can't.
responding
I
to
abbreviations.
that?
I can't.
Gona mo wa mana re
I
motho
can't.
o
And it
hana
literally takes you
dipalo,
5
o fe-
minutes to try and figure it
You
out.
know,
Kana go ill,
kana
like,
go ill, like yo, wa bona gore gona mo fela wa bona re ba fades. Men
You
don't
have
put
to-
an effort anymore. Like
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
Rona as women, we know. I definitely know what I want. When I look at you, I'm like, oh, okay. Gona le potential. Wa ba I can work with this. Men, I get to go and set eye. Or one eye or bona fela mo this thing fella and then you know life is like a pale. But now when I look at you, when you come literally when you walk to me ke bona gore wang approach already in my mind ke na le yeah, this one I can give him a chance. And a chance I go fang yona already in my mind says ke itse gore ke chance e feng ya gore lo robala or ra
Yeah.
robala ra tsoga ra breakfasting ka
Yeah,
sane or
it
what.
carries on from
you know?
that, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
so for men, if Allah gona mo gore oh what you doing and then come to my place and then if I did I gonna effort. Easy come easy go.
Yeah.
You know, so rona re marato ale a
Kgale.
khale. Abo
Yeah,
Babsi
the
Yeah, I
old
think-
one.
I think-
Yeah, Babsi Mlange.
Yeah, I think now people are just jolling for the sake of jolling because they can, because they're just in it for fun
Yeah.
or in it. It's no longer jolling because you're courting this person in the hopes or visions of building something with the person. That's why we're having the issues that we're having today of infidelity, issues of trust, issues of, you know, it's a lot. It's
It
a
is
lot.
a lot, yeah.
It's a lot. Versus dala lena, during our grandmothers and grandfathers, there wasn't this. There was
Bebathi umfazi uyabegezela.
there wasn't this, and in most cases during our grandmothers' times, it was arranged. Like, oh, umfana kasbanban ave kumfano right, ntombazane kasbanban ave kuyintombazane right. Join them together. Khwayiwa, bayashada, and they last.
And you learn
And
to love that
and I've
person.
And they would
again.
last. Those
Yeah.
marriages lasted for.
I've learned something interesting with the Zulu culture actually now recently gore mosadi ha o mo nyaletse ke batswadi ba gago ha o motlhale.
How much time? Because
Especially batsadi ha ba tlhokofa. I don't know how true that I stand to be corrected, but I've seen something and then somebody was like, "Ya bona lo if ngabe ngamshatela ba nkabe ke sa mo nyalla ke
Abazali.
batsadi ba ka." Ngabe khale ke mo tlogetse. You know, the level of respect, because for a parent we know we want the best for our kids. And I can't just take no more ubani ngizomshatisa nomntanami. So as a parent I've seen you, I've gore ka go tlhatlhoba ka go check
Yeah.
gore
Yeah.
do you qualify to be, and for now as a mother a ke shebe di figure tsa ngwanyana
Yeah.
a ke shebe sefatlhego
Yeah.
ke sheba gore ngwanyana o na le
Qualities
tlhaloganyo
and-
if
Yeah.
push come to shove ditlogolo tsa ka di tlo jana o tlo kgona
Yeah.
go tlhokomela lelapa monna ha re wa tsamaya o ile o
Yeah.
berekana as somebody who's going, you know, there's just a lot that's going on in vetting
Yes.
that girl.
Yeah.
Instead of checking the looks gore no a o na le become degree o na le ra ba bona
Yeah.
ba di become rona re tsamaya le bona mo
Yeah,
godimo.
and when
Ha
things
nako
go
ba
wrong,
fela
you know where
ko
to go. Yes, okay, mfanele uzakhele.
You know what I mean?
Case
So-
is complaining about uhlehli.
You know?
Kwenzakalani asihlangane
Yeah.
and we sit when you talk.
So,
And it's-
yeah,
So
it's a lot.
what do you suggest? Do you suggest that we go to the olden days or we carry on now? Because I think it's too late. We can always
it's-
go
yeah,
back
no,
and
There's a
that's-
lot
repair.
that has
we
gone
can't
wrong.
go
So,
back
but
to
by
that.
making that example, you're telling me, Guti, you're going to look for a partner for abantwana bako
Nah.
or
No, not
Definitely
necessarily.
not.
I think
No.
that's example.
so what
nje.
what are we from that example, what are we getting as Tina? Are you going to teach your kids not to look at Figara, not to look at Biko?
To love better, to be better people. Nna ke godisa bashimane ko ntlong.
Yeah.
I've got 2 boys, so. And I think most
That's
of
not
my
easy.
struggle,
That is
they've
not
seen.
easy.
Yeah, and even most of my struggle, they've seen. And I always tell people, in every situation that happened, you can either choose good or bad.
Yeah.
Either
yeah.
situation, you can
It's the
decide
choices that you
You
make.
always have a
yeah.
choice.
you know,
Yeah.
no, mama ka ba khotse ba mira so ke batlo etsa the very same thing.
Exactly.
Or you can say no, ke bona mama ka she went through this. I
Yeah.
want
I
to
want
be
to
better.
be different.
Yeah.
You know,
and
so
be better.
for me as a
Yeah.
parent, I can only talk to you as my child, and obviously, firstly, start by apologizing, go expose in my situations, which I like trying to protect the but for some unseen circumstances, you
They
got
happened,
exposed
yeah.
and. But my role as a mother is for me to teach you better. You know, in every situation, I'll always look for the positive. I've went through this. This wasn't nice. Imagine
Yeah.
when you put them through that. So, as a mom, my job is just to best boyfriend man
Best boyfriend,
Yeah.
best
Give them that
husband,
awareness,
best-
yeah.
yes.
regular Red Bull
An
every day.
all-rounder.
Yeah, give them
Yeah.
that
Notice the
awareness.
little things. Runa, well, na for na kids ka chili le nozi. Na ke motswadi with the roses, little mama. Na ke I'm a hunter's
Same.
girl.
Same.
You know,
Yeah, what?
I'm a hunter's girl. my
Hunter's-
husband.
hunter.
Hey, I'm a hunter's
Hunter.
girl. So, motho wa ka o tshwantse a nkitse
I'm a
gore like
hunter's
before ke mo soft na ke tshwantse ke mo tshwarele koti-kotinyana ga gagwe o tla ba sharp. And then
Koti-koti ya
ke kgona bona gore okay, you notice that I like this.
Yeah.
Ke tsela ya go nkena eo. Already ke setse ke khamile down nyana. From
Yeah.
100 ke setse ke theogile
Yeah.
nyana. And then we get into this and then we talk and then we smooth things out. Men don't notice the little things. Wa tseba ha o ka shave no, actually go ka trimmer side one e. Ke tlo bona ke na kuntlong ya ka if you're my husband. I'm gonna
Yes,
see
yes.
and I'm gonna notice and I'm gonna tell you oh,
making?
why o shavile mo ka ba go jele eng. I love you. You're my partner. I notices that.
Yeah.
So we are expecting the same thing from you guys.
But do you think we notice Tina Madot? When I know knows with your
I mean,
man, you-
my husband
Some of
notices
you,
everything.
some of you notice. I don't want to
so
lie.
uyazi ukuthi
No,
ugqoke ikhali njani.
yeah, no. My husband will notice even the most little things.
Yeah.
The most little things.
Yeah, that's
he
what I'm
will
saying.
notice.
Some of you
That's
guys
what I
do
love about
notice.
him.
And some of
He
you
will
are just
notice.
like,
The sense of awareness is
Yeah.
just amazing when it comes to him.
Motse o re wa apereng ha o ka latlhea je he won't say o re motho la ke tsebe o tswile ka mo ntlong ha ka mmona
oh, no, man.
ha ka mmona ba re ugqokeni she's missing her style
Come on, man.
No, ex will even say, mangigqoka top nje different. Maybe ngike ngayigqoka lokho yakudala or ngike ngayithenga and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
I've never worn it. He will notice and be like, oh, I don't know that, that T-shirt. You know, like the most little things he will notice.
nyamphakamisela
Oh,
umazakazaka
like bigger
No,
things.
mazakazaka. Hayi mazakazaka
I hope he's watching.
hayi mazakazaka hayi.
Yeah, so Yabana, this is an onion, because we moved from iPhone to unpacking a lot of things because these things are connected.
They are interconnected.
They
yeah,
are connected.
definitely.
Whether we
They're
like it or not,
interconnected.
they are
Yeah.
connected.
Yeah.
But
They're
yeah,
connected.
I'm more interested lana ku house nosy kakhulu. I want what's the most important thing that you guys talk about rather than let's pay the bills, let's do this. The most important thing that you guys talk about. You and Umazagazaga, because you guys, to me now, already I feel like no, you guys have got a connection, like deep connection.
No, we do.
So what is
We
it
talk
that-
about a lot of things, like from the most simplest
To the
thing
deepest
to
thing.
the deepest things. Yeah, siyahleba, ngiyahleba naye.
Yeah.
You know,
Bangiqedile.
Like I know when I'm with him, it almost feels like he is my best friend, not just almost feels like for ngazathi brother wami.
Yeah, mhlambe seniyafana.
Exactly. I think about Thomas they always say like, yo, you guys look alike. So sikhuluma ngayo yonke into. I think for Tina, communication is like very important. Like khona manje currently we've got this thing yokuthi if you are angry, don't say anything in this present moment.
Okay.
Make the other person that you are angry about a certain thing come down.
Yes.
Maso, calm it down. Let's sit down and then talk about what happened. And also another thing is not bringing things from the past into a current conversation because then it means that we did not deal with whatever.
Yes,
you know?
Yes.
So let's deal with things as they happen. That is our key. Mayenzakala manje, asikhulume ngayo manje, iphele, so that it's not a conversation futhi sibanayo when we have another argument or a disagreement. And that is very important. And it has been working for Tina for the longest time.
And I work on a relationship killer.
You know, it's that communication.
Yeah. Communication, man, is
You
also...
you've just now... Ufake nithini?
Ufuna ukushada manje mfana.
Exactly.
But it's not all, you know...
A relationship.
It's not all...
When we are like, I want to propose now.
No, but you build
But it's not always perfect. It's not always
understand.
perfect. It's perfect in its imperfection.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yes,
But you
yes.
have izinto zenu that works for you. We understand. And also not fighting in front of the kids. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Abantwana bethu, we don't scream and shout. Phambi kwabo. Ngesinye isikhathi I would do it, but then at least he's that person that will sort of calm me down. Not now.
Yeah.
You know, not
So
now.
when one is on volume 6,
But-
the other one will be on 2.
Exactly.
But then
and also we make each other aware. Mase argue. Omunye makase aqala uscreama. Then it's not productive.
Yeah.
You know, calm down. Like Uzakelo would say, give me 5 minutes. You know,
Time out. I need a break.
I need a break.
I need to
he
calm
must-
down.
Because that's the time where nikuzokhuluma izinto ezwisana buhlungu.
Yes.
And you don't
Yes,
want that because
yes.
those things
Yes.
they stay with you guys.
Yo.
You know,
For a
kuba
long
esinye
time.
isilonda.
For the
We
longest
understand.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's very important.
Hayi ngiyashada.
Shut up,
Ngiyashada,
Harapings, you heard. You're invited. Weezy is getting married. Tungisani.
No.
Thungisa.
Emshadweni wami ngifuna abantu abathungisayo. You come wearing amaxhosa. Then if you're not, then you're not invited.
Yeah, very Very fast.
No man, I wish you all the best, and I wish ukuthi wonke ama relationship angaba the way ukhuluma ngakhona, you know.
Yeah.
Because I'm very like,
true.
I mean, I've heard your name flying around, but now I'm meeting the person. Like, this is solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also one thing I like about Uzakele, he's that one person ongahlala nathi with all the girls, with all my friends. I be one
yes.
and be okay with it.
And take care
That's
of
why
us.
it's Simbizo
And you know, whether you
Take
guys
care of
talk
us.
crazy, whatever, he will be part of that craziness.
Oh, yeah, no, he
you know what I
literally
mean.
take care
So
of us.
which is what I like about him.
Yeah.
You know, even though I struggle with his friends because I'm like, oh. But then he understands and I judge Guti. Oh, but then I can chill with your friends. You can chill with my friends.
Yeah.
He understands. You know,
Hence, he
they
doesn't
talk
have a
a
problem.
different
They don't
language.
have issues with
exactly.
phones, passwords, and stuff.
And all
right?
those things,
So now, but what about 50-50? I'm shifting gears now. 50-50 in marriages, in relationships, in mjoloships. Is there such a thing as 50-50?
Now gotta get like
Is
this.
it supposed to be 50-50?
Utadidi mal.
Is it supposed to be 50-50?
No, it's not supposed to be 50, especially in marriage. It's not. In welcome jolong. I kiro sampa no batlo bana gore ntho ya kae. Mara kol nyalong gona. I
Why
don't
not?
think. Call it 50-50. I can contribute nosy because like har se se when nete fela gona le dintse tse leng gore bontate ha ba khone di etsa completely. Taking care. It's gore maybe motho ha o ntse le ena like maybe ha o ntse le zakela first back. O setse o mo trainile gore well training is like
It sounds-
Yeah.
it sounds weird but I don't know what's the better word for that. Like if you can to
Yeah, for now, let's say training.
For lack of a better word.
Yeah. for the lack of a better word is o setse bontshitse o setse a bone
Groomed
gore
him or
yes
something,
gore
Yeah.
gore
You groom each other,
yeah,
basically.
yes.
Yeah,
O
it's
setse a
grooming
bone
each
gore
other.
household ya rona when you travel. If I say yo,
Go tsagala.
go etsagala 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
But on a normal household, and like motho ha tsamaye ntate o a bereka 9 to 5, and then they just come back to work, and then you come back with the homework wa phega. You still got the weekend to do laundries, and it's just that matsatsi are very fortunate gore na le bo auntie ba ba re thusang ka mo ditlong.
No wonder.
But not all of us.
Excuse me, but no, I know this is a hit, but no wonder they call us grooms, ne? So
Yeah.
you guys
Yes.
you must groom us.
Yeah. No, but that grooming, it's a good thing.
It's true.
It's a good thing. Pella, you know when you meet a stranger, ne?
Yeah.
You welcome me into your world, and I welcome you into mine. And then I need to learn if I love you enough. I need to learn about the things that long derata. Same. And the energy has to be the same. Ke tshwantse ke nne le faith ya gore ha ke seyo, my husband will take care of the home.
Of the home.
You know,
will still run.
So go na le dintho tse dingwe nna someone ke sure bontate ba ka se dietse and tse dingwe bo mme ba ka sogile ba di editse guys.
Yeah.
So not for
Yeah.
50-50.
Doesn't-
No,
It doesn't work.
yeah, etsagala kuku we've accepted gore it happens. And the basadi ba bereka matsatsi ba independent.
Yes.
Basadi ba rutegile.
Yes.
And they earn a lot, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah.
And depending also again on the kind of relationship that you have. It will determine status sa gago ka mo ntlong gore ba tlo nna mosadi ro ba tlo nna monna na. Mara 50-50 yona awa nna for nna ke batla 10-90. Yana ke 19 nna ke nna 10.
I know. I think it's
You know,
it's a 50-50. It has to be a balance. It's
Yeah.
it has to be a balance. Mele manenza izinto. You must have that communication with you take care of this, I take care of this. Typical example in my household, in the morning, I wake up the kids,
Yeah.
do the breakfast. I look for the clothes for the kids.
Yeah.
I don't expect Zakele to do that.
Uniform
Yeah.
and things
Where else was
and-
Zakele? Mangingeko feels good to the kids can do it themselves because we are empower, right? But then he then has to be the one to take them to school, right? But Gunalawa Malanga, where I'm like, I'm tired, I'll be like, I know, is 15. He understands, he will go and do this 15.
Yep.
So there has to be a balance, you know. And I think one thing Eslala Skulumangayo knows Akel is that I know my strong points, he knows his strong points, and we have identified which my strong points were to him. And I will let him run with that as much as he will let me run with the things that I'm good at. We understand. And there's a bit of a compromise, Lapo.
But
Okay,
maybe let's ask it this way. What is 50-50?
It's a balance. You do this
yeah.
and do that.
Yeah.
I think
We
think
meet each other halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah.
You know,
Hence,
I
there is-
putting it, Uzakele has to be the provider. Mina, as a mother, because I'm maternal, I will deal nabantwana kuphela and all those things. No, we need to
balance.
balance at the end of the day. And also at the same time, he must be able to do the things that I do mangeko, the
Yes,
same
yes.
as I'm able to do the things that he does magangeko.
Yeah.
But then Masikwana see too, we know who does what when.
Lenyalo la ka la gago ke la kgale.
I think linyalo la kila khale vele. That's what it is. It's like
ke manyalo a
that
kgale.
old.
But then
Ke more sa minding gore okay we can contribute and do this and
Yeah,
that.
and in terms of
Arona.
contribution and finances as well, my finances are way too. My bank account is his bank account. His bank account is mine. We understand. Everybody knows who's using what way.
Roba kenya ko showing e feng cause
Like I've always struggled. Mangizo umuntu ati, oh no, but then lona aga patalanga ini ene huyemela patale ini 14 it doesn't work that way. Ama installment wendlu, ama installment wethu sonke. We sit and we're like, okay, ibond sipatala kanjani this month. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, sinemalini. I think the question we always ask between the
How
two of
much
us is
do-
like, how much do we
yeah.
have? And then out of that amount, gupuma ini. What are we paying? What are we not paying?
Sinzani, you strategize.
Exactly.
You plan.
Do we have money to go out?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Akuna lento leyo ukuthi, like he's not the type of guy masipumile if I take my card and swipe ufila otherwise. No, imali yethu soyi-2 at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know?
So would you say?
Also comment.
No, it's because I'm listening to the two of you, and I don't want to interject.
So
You
that
guys are
is
still
the 50-50
talking.
mina I'm referring
Like,
to. It's a partnership thing. Ni one.
It's a
Everything
partnership.
else, yeah, no. No,
Yes.
two.
Okay, so you see, do you see the difference with mindset with you guys, you and Zakele? You guys say it's a partnership, right? And then there'll be guys out there who'd say, "Mina nginhloko yala endlini."
Yes.
What I say goes.
Yes.
But when it comes to bills, Mama upatala lokhu ngipatala lokhu. So when
I
does it
don't know
determine?
that.
When is it your nhloko type of bills and when is it my neck nhloko type of bill? It doesn't balance.
It doesn't work like
balance.
that. I think for my household, there's a level of respect knowing that he's the head.
It doesn't
Let-
balance.
let-
Ni
me-
ntamo yakhe, and
let me-
Because
let me
there's
tell-
people out there who are struggling with this 50-50
I
thing
know, I
because
know.
men feel nginhloko, but when it comes to bill, then they know, Fifi, you must come and pay.
Mara,
Also,
that's
you
why
must
I
help
keep
me.
like butsisa gore 50-50
You know? So there's where
Let me
it
tell-
starts,
let-
where it stops.
let me tell
I think
you-
it's
let-
not defined.
Let me tell you, I'm going to make it simple for everyone. Nanoma ungayanga esikolweni for free. I'll make it simple. 50-50, it was a way yokulwisa abantu in a marriage type of thing. They should have made it. Isingisi, it's a very dangerous language. Isingisi.
Yeah.
So if 50-50, they were supposed to say balance, as
Yeah.
we use the
It's the
term
balance.
balance. It's
Yeah.
the
It's
the
balance,
balance.
yes.
Yeah.
Not let's go 50-50.
Yeah.
yeah.
But then now going to the point, so we're done. We have defined 50-50. 50-50 is a balance. It's not 50-50, I give 10, you give 10, then it's
Yeah.
20.
It's not equality.
It's not
balance.
yes, it's a
a
balance.
balance.
50-50, a balance, a partnership, right?
Yeah.
That is why
100% is a-
that is why most marriages get broken, because I'm not coming with full self when I'm getting into a marriage. I'm coming with the 50 self. And then you bring your 50 self. I believe in you bring your 100, I bring my 100.
Yeah.
You bring everything that we're going to do is going to be a 50-50.
Yeah.
You bring your 50, we're
To
going
make
to
up
raise
that full percentage. Yeah.
we're going to raise a 50% boy and a 50% girl. It's always going to be a 50-50.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be complete. So let's stop it with the 50-50. Let's make it a balance.
Yeah.
Going to the Ntogo.
Yes.
The Ntogo, it's I'm a head of the house.
It's very egotistical, footy.
Exactly.
And
So if
narcissistical 40.
Yeah.
you get my point. So
It's a partnership. It has to be a partnership.
the Ntogo, the head of the house, yes.
Okay.
So the head of the house,
Yeah.
yes, you are a head of a house, not a home. So here in marriage, we're building homes,
Yeah.
not
We're
houses.
building homes.
Yes, you
Yes,
can.
definitely.
Then if you still a head
Yeah.
of a house. But then when I define the head of a house in Ntogo Yomuzi, for me now there's no Ntogo Yomuzi.
Yeah.
A man needs to be a foundation that can hold the structure.
Exactly.
That's where I come from. So if you're gonna be the head, that means you're going to collapse the entire house. You understand? So, Bafetu, never be the Ntogo. You are going to lead us into temptation. You are going to lead us into breaking the homes and
You're
breaking
going
women.
to break the home.
Yes, and then you can see how women are feeling right
You're going
now.
to break the home.
Yeah.
If you're going
Because
to be the
when
Ntogo,
Never be the Ntogo.
You're going to
be
break the home.
foundation that holds.
I wanted
the-
to say
yes.
be the foundation because
Yes.
Yeah.
it's typical example Nyendlu. You know, when
Exactly.
you build, you start from the bottom.
Yeah.
You build it together.
Yes.
You start from there.
You
right?
understand what I'm saying?
And then you go all the way up.
Yes.
We understand.
Yes.
And then as soon as roof say sugile, maybe ayikho isuso moya nan,
Yeah.
it becomes incomplete, right?
Yes.
Exactly.
Melanins and it together
Yeah.
to
And-
come and close that
Yeah.
that house. That's how it is.
Yeah.
You're triggering something. If
Yeah.
you say we in Togo Yomuzi, that means you are the roof of the house.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And anytime when the typhoon comes,
Yeah.
It starts with you.
it starts with you.
Yeah.
And the foundation is
You are gone.
already
It's
there.
there. It's
Yeah.
exposed.
You understand?
Yeah.
The foundation will never go anywhere.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's why it
Yes.
has to be from the bottom going up.
Mara,
Going
hence,
up.
hence I think
from the
oh,
bottom
sorry.
going
No,
up.
go ahead.
Oh,
Fifi.
I think hence at the beginning of our conversation, I said, batho ha ba kena ko lenyalong, especially batho ba bontate, they need to understand themselves very well because how you treat your partner. Actually, somebody said something profound. Are your wife is a reflection of yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
The way o treatang mosadi wa gago ka teng kore le ge a tsamaya ko streeteng ba tlo mmona gore bona mosadi
Monna hae o jwang.
wa mo rata, o etsa o- yeah.
Yes.
True.
The way you speak about your partner,
Yeah.
for example, you know, it shows gore this person, you know, you've went through this together, you've built together. Now you understand marriage gore ke eng. Instead of o no nyala fela for the sake of nyala ring.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying?
True.
So
Yeah.
men really need to this thing ya gore ke tlhogo tshwantse ba understand gantle gore ha
ya
motho a re
eng?
ke tlhogo
Ke
what
skopo-
does
ke
it
skopo sa
mean?
eng?
Meaning ya teng first tshwantse ba understand sentle
Yes.
sentle gore ha ke kena ko lenyalong ke re ke tlhogo. Hence I'm saying na if o tlotla ka no re tlhogo 90% ke ya gago papa nna ke tla nna 10% ya molala.
Yeah, and I feel like nowadays the roles have been switched or the roles have been distorted in a home because you've got men who feel they're the ntloko, but when it comes to them, when it suits them, they are not this, they are that. You've got men who demand respect but don't understand that it's a two-way street.
It is, yeah.
You respect me, I respect you. Even to the kids too. You know, you have to respect the kids so
Everybody
that they can
deserves a
respect
bit-
you too.
yeah,
Not because
everybody
you
deserves
are a man.
respect. Yeah.
Because you are a man, you just deserve to be respected. So I feel like our marriages now and our grandmothers and grandfathers' marriages then, there's a bit of a shift.
They're different.
A
There's a,
huge
there's a, there's a
one.
shift.
shift.
There's a shift. I don't know, or we are being more westernized, or we are being more, or it's a matter of us inhaling everything that is being brought by God knows what that is out there, because things have changed.
Yeah, circumstances are different.
Circumstances are different. Marriages are being led differently. Women respond differently to things now. Women feel they must toughen up because these men these days are this type of way.
But without understanding.
You know, it's
But then,
it's just a lot.
Nakona, if the circumstances are changing, if you have ethics, I don't think you will change also with the circumstances. If you know that I'm a wife, I'm home by 5, come rain, come shine, you'll be home by 5. No matter what circumstances. Anything you do, you know, Guti, Mina, I'm a wife. So those are your ethics. You know, Guti, by 5, I must do this and do this, do that. So my, I'm sure is also your favorite runner, Eliud Kipchoge.
Of course.
So he once said,
It went over my head. I'm not a runner.
Unfortunately, it did not make first place this time around, but yeah.
It went over my head.
He's still the best.
He's still the best. He said in one of his interview, he said people lack vitamin N, which is no. So if your friend says, let's go party at Konka, and you'll be like, no, but you know what you marry.
Your situation is different from them.
From theirs.
Yeah.
Now the circumstance, what does it do? It changes to Konka. But because now you don't have the vitamin N, uzolandela, you know? So, and he said again, the ones who are free are those who are disciplined. If you are ill-disciplined, that means you are not free.
I think it also comes back to what Fifi said. It takes a level of maturity as well going into a marriage. Like, you cannot be ufufulo more.
Yes,
You know,
yes,
just
yes.
because Ugogo wants to go party, the situation I can open,
Yes,
you know,
yes,
and
yes,
then
yes.
there she goes. And then Nami Funuglandela. But I
Yes.
know Guti, I was supposed to be home at 6 and do this and this. I've got other responsibilities. Saying you know what I mean?
True.
So it comes with the level of maturity. You know the discussion at home, Uguti. You know, I mean, abantu banama curfews as well in their
Yeah.
marriages, which is something that's not bad as well. You have an agreement. I go out with the guys, I need to come back by 2:00.
Yep.
You go out with the girls, 2:00.
Yep.
Siyahlangana endlini.
Yep.
That's how it is. It's an
Yep.
agreement. You know, you've got a curfew. You agree on it. So that no musheli wherever, you're like, no, my husband needs me to be home at this time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I know with me, it's different. He will come and fetch me. and we are okay with that. It's
Mazagazaga.
safety for me.
Mazagazaga ke phosa o tlhaloganyo.
Ay, mazagazaga.
For me, they know now, but I can stay up late as much as I want.
Yeah.
But he will come. He will wake up and come and get me.
And
Even on days, I'm like, okay, being saying zobuya ngo 2, I'm like, oh, kusase right.
Yeah.
He'll be like, no, it's fine, chill.
Because
You know,
he's a
alright.
secure man.
I will come and get you.
He's a secure man.
And
He
I don't
knows
mind him
what
coming
he-
and getting me anyway.
He knows my wife is not doing it much. She's drinking with her friends. There's nothing
You know,
there. There's
that's
nothing
why it's
sinister
level
there.
of maturity.
Yeah.
Level of
The
maturity,
discussion, the
trust.
communication, what you
Yeah.
talk about is
Yeah.
important.
Discipline ya gago sore ko discipline ya gago e tlo o isa ko kae because you know as a woman you can come only disciplined, right? Ke a itse gore ke na le caffeine no ke ntse le lona mo you're doing this and then I need to go back home. Who will I find at home?
Yeah, hey,
If
that's a
ke
very
nna ke
deep question.
shiana ke ya ko
that's
ntlong
a
go
very
thwa o na le
And he's not
discipline.
there.
He's not there.
Yeah.
What am I going home? Phela, remember, my home is not complete if you're not there because when all
Yeah.
these things that we have acquired, including the home, including the kids, the
Yeah.
cars, and everything else, it was just me and you.
Yes,
So a
yes.
part of me that is bringing me home, it's not there. Where am I going?
Yeah.
Stay at Gong. Keep them
Ay,
coming.
wa bon.
Yeah.
Wa bitsa fela. Bo tlisa tsa tsona dituka ba
No, we are making it a joke, but it's really some people's reality. A sad one.
Yeah, banna ba batla basadi ba leng gore they're going to be stay at home wiser. Tlhokomela bana and
yes.
now I've got an 18-year-old. I've done my part.
Yeah.
Ke tsogile o saying ke nile pregnant ka pepa ngwana ka ska ba ka robala ka ba godisa, you know I've got an 18-year-old now, you know, and I'm proud. Like ke tsama ke atlama mo khotle whoever wants to listen go like I've got an 18-year-old because
Yeah.
I put in the work.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he was there, but I put in the work,
yeah.
you know, as a mom. And I've always been there. I don't know anything I keep stealing. You know, I used to be a soccer mom.
I know.
And I don't regret anything, you know. But as a wife, no, kaya bona 18 years old.
There's a
But
lack.
18 years in marriage, the disconnection, it was something so simple.
Yeah.
Like password,
Yeah.
access their account. Dintonyana tse dinnyane, you go home, there's no one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What am I going home to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I go home once, there's no one, okay, I will overlook it. Again, second night, there's no
Well,
one at home. Third night,
Destroyed.
let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
But
know
you
what
know
I
the
think?
sad part? Oh, sorry.
No, you carry
Oh, yeah.
on.
The
It's
sad
your
part
show.
about this thing, and then now, how says it? All side, ustato, unale mafufa ya nungu fufa.
Yeah, yeah.
In the problem, it becomes an
the
issue.
Harapings don't know what mafufa is. please.
Wings.
When you develop wings,
Chicken wings.
Oh, that's Red Bull.
you can
It
fly.
becomes a problem. Now, I said na gore. Yeah, ke na le mosadi wa strata, ke na le mosadi wa eng, ke na le mosadi wa eng. Now these things, the way it chicken ka teng, o bone some of men ba go manipulate ka teng,
Yeah.
and you'd end up believing gore you are the
the
worst
problem.
person ever. Gore ya, ha o shebile. No, ha hona argument. E tsoga ka wena. O tsama bosigo.
Yes.
Nna ke tla go ntlong now seo.
Yeah.
Nna ke tla
Yeah,
direng.
exactly.
You know,
Utlela mang.
guys, there's a lot that we need to unpack.
It's
yeah,
an
but,
onion. That's what I said. It's an onion, and it's not gonna
It's
end
not
here.
gonna end. Yeah, it's
It's
not
not
gonna
gonna end here because I
Definitely.
also want to get the guys too, and then we have both parties. We have the couples together, and then we talk. We snare yonkinto. We lay everything on the table, and we pick and choose what we
I
want
think
to
this
eat.
one is going to be the smooth one. We will save this one for the last.
Yeah, le nna ke a bona.
Ke batla mo ho na le dintwa ko teng. Se qale la. Yes, that's it.
Oh, we're talking days of our lives.
Yeah, this one I think we'll do Mazagazaga the last.
Yo, mazagazaga
Yeah,
o tsaya
mazagazaga
trophy.
would
Yo,
be-
no,
it-
but
it-
Takes the
it-
trophy. No, he does.
Swiri unka trophy.
Guys, yeah,
Swiri
no,
o
he
tsaya
does.
trophy.
Yes, everyone has their own issues. There's no one who's perfect.
Exactly, he's not
Yes.
perfect.
Nobody's perfect.
But he plays
Everyone
his
has-
part.
No, he
But
has.
he
all
plays
the
his
time.
part.
things,
through
those
and
little
through.
things, you can overlook them, man. Like, you know,
He plays his part, guys.
you can
like,
overlook
through
them
and
as
through.
long as the major things are taken care of and the wife is secure, the home is moving, you know, things are moving. We don't have, you know, so
But
it's
and again, on top of that, there was understanding. For us women, it's the little things. Imagine, didn't talk off fella had a little sharp.
Yeah.
Le go ka itsamela we ke la go konka wa ra ke bo ke tlo okay o mpotsa ha o tlhoka transport ke tla o arrange the transport or ke tla arrange somewhere where you can sleep. You know,
Yeah.
that's how it is.
Yeah.
But now when you leave your home, a place where it's supposed to be your peace, you know, and you just leave it ka havoc. And bana they've got this tendencies ya gore ba se ba thomile dintho tsa bona tsa go ka tsa sa re batleng gore bua ka babitso go ba le noise because hurricane ka terena ka montlong ka
Out of nowhere.
yeah, there's no
Unnecessarily.
a peaceful place mona le dutse le and then you even where's go ka itsipa
You
so or
ask yourself,
like
where is this coming
what
from?
happened because like
Which one?
and
Which
you know,
one?
Okay, yeah.
Which
you
one?
just go back to it like what happened because
What
like
happened?
we
What
were
did I do?
sitting rinse built
check back.
and then
And then tornado.
back.
aya
Yes.
go haboa
Yes.
Tornado.
and then he leaves because of batla go konka.
Khantingabe, he's just saying, listen,
You know,
I want to go to Konka.
You create
No
that
problem.
space for
Go.
women to say, you know, space sa gago se sharp. You know, there's peace, there's what. Babes ke tsama ke go konka. O shata ka ka even.
Go
Ke ntsha ko
tlatse.
potleng ko
O
so
shata ka
gore ke
bokae,
tshwara
go
khati ka sa
tlatse,
ko
yes.
pelo be sharp. But hence I'm saying men miss the little things. When you've got a home, that home is supposed to be a place of peace for everyone. And
Yeah.
it's not a woman's job to create that.
Yeah.
I think they missed the thing. It's not my job to create, but it's yours as a man to create
what?
that peaceful place.
Peace.
Yeah. Because what you give me is what I give you.
Now.
You give me bacon, I give you breakfast.
Exactly. Exactly. That's
Yeah.
You're right.
That's
you're
an
right.
ideal situation.
Yeah.
It's an ideal situation.
It's not easy.
No.
It's not easy out there.
Marriage is
But
not
we are
easy.
here, we are surviving.
It's not easy.
Yeah.
Nah,
I
it's
guess
not
she's-
easy. It's
I
not
always say
easy.
marriage,
Yeah,
you work on
Gafunga.
it on a daily basis.
No,
It's
it
not
is a
easy.
full-time job.
You still want to get married?
Yes. Yes.
No,
You're
you
still going
must.
ahead.
Yeah. No.
You're still going.
I know.
Leave noses take care.
I know.
Noses take care.
I know.
Noses take care.
I know.
Sweet is outside.
Mazaga-
We are
I
through
know.
this.
Sweet is outside.
Through this
I
route.
know.
Sweet is
That's what
outside.
he's saying.
Hayi,
Through this
ngihamba ngale
route.
ndlela.
Yeah.
Imnandi
Okay.
guys. Mina, I always tell people let's go nabantu ba happy. But I go, hey, akuna batho ba ba happy. Ke batho ba ba happy ba teng guys.
Yes.
You know, o kgona ba go na le batho ba ba ratang basadi ba bona ka montlong. And
Yeah.
or ke fie. But either way, it works for them. You know,
Yeah.
gore okay, maybe after this time how some phone le mpotsa gore o nna late.
Yeah. Communication, yeah.
Yeah.
So, banna
Yeah.
guys, yo nna ke feelang ka re like society ya rona bontate ba re faila.
And it's also the norm. What you're saying, it's also the norm. Like, I know with us, Nozex,
Yeah.
who has, if maybe on phone 3 or 4 times,
Yeah.
ang bambi phone, oh yes, my phone is always in my hand.
Yeah.
Right? Then there's a certain level of worriness abanayo at a certain time. Mangabe certain things as legile, they tend to happen, but
yeah.
then as in Zagal. And I always say Guti, that is good because no mangigo trouble or whatever, you know. He's quick to
He'll
react.
pick it up.
Yeah, you know,
Yeah.
he will call
Yeah.
you or phone whoever around me. And it's not like insecure or whatever.
No.
It's just making sure Guti, the situation is still
It's okay.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Which
My package is still intact.
Yeah. I do the same now, you know? Now I'll do the same. I know which elbow. I know which if but then, you know, it's I'll be like, okay, it's in the car. Probably agayizo. But I know Gutu Nabobani around. I need to see Guti. Get to
Alright.
him. I would phone whoever or close.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
now. Oh, if only I miss him
Yeah.
type of thing, you know?
Yeah.
So there's a level of normality that happens. And then as soon as something that's out of the ordinary ends, it's more of a checking. Uguti,
Yeah.
Is everything still okay? Or
And he
or
doesn't
what?
take it as though Nose is monitoring me.
No,
Nosy is
Nami, I don't
putting a
take
track,
it as
and now
like-
you also don't
exactly.
because it's like I'm checking on you. Are you good? You're
Yeah,
good. Okay,
exactly.
we move.
We're good. We move.
Yeah.
Okay, usase lapho, you know.
But some guys don't feel like that. They feel if you're on phone, like man, you know, like
Yeah.
they get
Thank
edgy.
And you know, when you stop calling, then we also get feel somehow like
Something is missing.
Ah, do
yeah,
you?
Really?
yeah, we do.
Oh, wow.
We
I
do.
didn't know that.
Oh wow, that's useless.
Stop calling, guys.
Breaking news.
They never tell us this.
You heard it first on Harambe.
Stop calling.
Stop calling.
Uzobuya.
Uzozibuyela.
But I
Uzozibuyela.
guess everything goes back to maturity.
It
Gore
does.
we tseya yang,
It does.
we
Yeah.
accept yang, wa checkiwa
Yeah.
out of consent.
There's no need
or
to
you're
share
monitoring
salt
me,
and play
or,
tricks.
You know, so
Yeah.
Also, what you want as a person, as a man, as a woman entering this union, what do you want? If you know what you want, it should be easy.
it should
And
be
have
very-
my
It should be
expectations when you know too. Which what do you
Easy.
expect from me as much as what do I expect
and
from
have
you?
that
Yeah.
conversation.
And
That
have
is
that
the most
conversation and my
important part.
expectations.
That conversation must happen.
I think it should happen
It
from the
must happen
beginning.
from
It
the
must happen
beginning.
from the beginning.
Oscar Kena, because of waiting
From the beginning.
Buna Khulata from work, that is how things are going to be until forever and ever.
But even if it doesn't happen at the beginning,
No, but you talk
if
about it.
things happen along the way, because as in izinto, you get into a relationship now. I was wuti uzoba umuntu onjani through what's happening within the
Yes.
relationship, right?
Yes, because
I know
you grow up,
Nami,
you evolve,
I
you
grew
change. Yes.
from my relationships. When I look at my relationship now, nomjolo wakdala.
Yes.
I'm a totally different person.
But the
there are certain
foundation-
things I wouldn't
But the
tolerate.
foundation
right?
was laid.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's what I'm
Of
saying.
90% of the things that you
Yeah.
Yes, the foundation was
had in
laid.
your mind,
You need
this
to
is how
talk
I want my
that
relationship
we are
to be.
entering this.
Yeah,
like
that's
this.
the issue. Your expectations are
And then
supposed
when you
to be out
grow,
there.
also,
Yeah.
when you grow, also, the man also have to grow.
And also, guys, there has to be a level of sacrifice food. So there are certain things that you need to also give up or sacrifice
Yeah.
because maybe they're not working for your relationship. Yako.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If you don't know, now you know. Thank you so much, Horror Beings. We have said a lot, Mvana, and
You know,
Take away from this day is work or walk.
yes.
Yes.
I need to soak this in. Ngapha omunye is now convinced ufuna ukushada, which is good. You
Yeah.
know, well done. Well done to
I'm
you,
getting
ladies.
married.
Well done to you, ladies.
So, but what I want before, because this is gonna be a killer question. But I want you to say your bit, and then the ladies will.
Sayivala mfana.
Uyayivala?
Ah, sayivala.
I want to ukuyisho.
Like
You know what
I
I'm
said,
saying?
I want to take this in with all the Harab beings, and we take it in and we soak it and think, and you're like, okay, yazin. It's like they said something there, you know, like
Okay.
yeah. I don't want to say much so that I don't dilute it. I want to leave it as is.
Yes. So, from my side, thank you very much, ladies, for coming in. I've learned a lot, and you've changed me. I'm a changed man.
Yes.
Yeah.
We like
I
it.
think I'm getting
We
into
love
the,
it for you.
It's for the marriage now.
Yeah. Now it's for the marriage now.
It's for the
So,
marriage.
next time when you come here, I think zobe khona ohleli lapha.
Oh, yes.
So, but then I always have this one question because it has actually dawned to me when I lost my mom recently in 2020.
Oh,
But
sorry.
then, yeah. So and people forget the question, or they don't ask themselves that question, is that you have a life partner. Give me, my mom was a partner, I'll put it that way. But then, go futhi nosing up. Yini lento le nifundisana yona, or do you guys ever speak about nifundisana ukuthi the day ngihamba la emhlabeni uzokhona ukuphila wedwa na? Do you talk about
But
that?
why do
Yeah.
you do that? Yes,
So-
we're on
so-
a high. Now you're taking us.
It's not.
So I'll
It's
take you back to not even just maseng hambile.
Yes.
So we talk about ukuthi masingahlukana mina naye.
Yes.
We have those conversations, and mina naye we always agree ukuthi siyafana so too. I'm like I dread new conversation. Like ngizoqala ngithini.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
we've
yeah.
been together for so
Ukushela,
long.
usaba ukushela.
Yeah, usakela nawe would be like bukushelwa kanjani futhi man?
Yeah,
Uqala kuphi,
yeah,
you know?
yeah.
You know, so we've had those conversations ukuthi like what life would look like
Yeah.
if
Without the
asikho.
other.
And then we've also agreed with look, if kuyenzeka siyahlukana, we need to still keep the friendship. Sikhulisa abantwana the way sibakhulisa ngakhona. There shouldn't be any lentuzana. The next person upartner yakho or partner yami, if kuyenzeka, Lord forbid,
God forbid.
God forbid,
Holy Ghost, fire.
they need to understand.
Yeah.
Ukuthi sibuya kuphi, we've got a friendship.
Yeah.
It might sound crazy, but for Tina masikuluma, it makes sense.
Yes,
Maybe
yes,
it might
yes.
not be the case because Manihlukene izinto ziba different. But we've had that conversation yokuthi life ingabanjani. You know, if
that's true. And I'll tell you why am I asking that. Do you wanna time on that?
And in terms of death, it's always no. You must go first because I can't go. And I'm like, no. You must go first.
I understand.
Because I don't think I will handle anything. It's the same.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. But I think it's more important to teach ourselves and each other to live without each other. But ngiyabona there's independency there. But then to ngizophila kanjani ungekho. Please teach me that. How do I live without you? Not to say silungisele ukuthi mele sihlukane, but we just making sure ukuthi when I'm gone, I know she'll be
okay.
Yeah.
Life will go on.
I think another thing with us, we pick it up if I get a call, especially me now because I travel.
Yeah.
He's able to run everything.
Yeah.
Uba umama, uba ubaba.
Yeah.
The same way I can do it, maganyeko.
Yeah.
We understand.
Yes.
But it's just that there's no the permanency of yakona.
Yeah.
It has to be something when I'm in it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
But for now, even though ngiyazi ukuthi khona nawe uyazi ukuthi ngikhona.
Yeah.
Life yakhona ukuchubeka. Ngingekho for like a full week.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because he can play that role yami.
Yeah.
Mangeko. I can play that role yakhe. Maganyeko.
Yeah.
The reason I'm asking that is for mental health purposes because you don't anticipate fail while you're still winning.
Yeah.
So the moment fails knock at the doorstep, you like, you don't know what to do. You just
It's a
become
shock.
it becomes a shock and then you are down and dusted.
Yeah.
That is the reason why I'm asking this kind of a question.
Yeah.
But then Hara Beings, I know it's on the low, but
Nyashata, guys. 16th of December, you're all invited.
Thungisani.
29 zaka February. I'm getting married.
Yeah, in the next 4 years.
I'm getting married 29th of February, guys. I'm getting
Mina
married.
futhi nje sengizobudget imali yamaxhosa.
Please.
Please.
Singena
Singena ngamaxhosa, please. Ngena the invitation. And then ngishadele Cape Town.
Mine, for me to come to my wedding, I need to see your subscription that you are a subscribed Hara being. If you're not a Hara being, you're not invited. I need to see that subscription that you have subscribed, you are a Hara being.
Siyabonga abantu abahle besicela ukuyivala lento. Ngiyazi ukuthi anifuni ukuthi siyivale, but then sicela ukubonga abantu abahle asiyivale lento mfana.
Ladies, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for not
Thank
holding
you for
back. It was
having
a beautiful
us. Thank you so much
conversation.
for having us.
Looking forward to having
Yeah.
you guys again on the next one. I'm dragging you guys on the next one. Dragging.
Sibuyise.
I'm like, Amabeze, bring them. So thank
We
you,
hope
thank you
it
so
won't
much.
rain again next time.
I know, it's because we started so late. But thank you so much.
I'm a
Thank you so much,
blessing, so.
ladies. I really appreciate you guys. Thank you. Mpana,
for having
thank
us.
you.
Ngiyabonga.
And thank you, Hara Beings.
Thank you, Hara Beings. Asiyivale lento.
Siyavala, we out.
Yes.